Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. There's not many things that really wind me up. However, what we're going to talk about this afternoon does. I've been gluten-free about 3 years, and I feel dreadful when I eat lots of flour and products that are made from flour. So, it's easier for me just to eat gluten-free and then forget about it. However, the problem comes when I have to pay a lot of money to get the same product. So, I went to Sainsbury's today, and I went through and I've stored the different products in the different colours. The green ones are the regular, and the red ones are the gluten-free. So, if you have a look through, the cost is significantly different. It is more than double. £4.30 for the regular and £10.25 for the gluten-free. I understand that the ingredients may cost a little more. They may not produce them in as big quantities, so the cost may differ slightly. But we're not talking about small companies. We're talking about Genius, Udis, or both big companies. I wanted to do a taste test. I'm going to eat the gluten-free and the regular. Now my symptoms, when I eat it, I get pains in my stomach here, I get bloated, I feel lethargic, I feel tired. I have had the test, it came back inconclusive, and they refused to test me again. What they didn't do is tell me that I should have been eating all of this rubbish. I was told to eat normally, which, of course, normally to me was eating gluten-free. Normally to her was eat like regular people do and eat things that have gluten in. So there was a miscommunication which wasn't apparent, and of course, there were no spikes in my blood. So, they're adamant there's nothing wrong with me. In scientific terms, they can't validate that any more than I can. I can only explain how I feel. This will show you how much I am at least intolerant, because I got a blood test and I am terrified of needles. So, to put myself through that was such a trauma. I know for certain there's a problem. I don't know what the problem is. If I'm not intolerant, then fair enough. I'll take that. Clearly allergic to something that is used in all of these products. It may be the yeast. I don't know, but there's something somewhere that makes me feel dreadful. Anyway, so these are our pancakes. I know that things can't work in the same way because the gluten allows things to be nice and soft and squidgy. If it's not present in our other products, then of course they don't work in the same way. They can't be the same. So for these pancakes, the difference in price was Genius pancakes are £2 for these, and Kingsmill pancakes are 65 pence. This one feels nice and soft. They're about the same size. In here I've got 6, and in here I've got 6. So equivalent. This one smells delicious. This one has literally no smell. Put them in, and we're going to eat them. So in the meantime, I'm going to get a Sainsbury's all but a croissant, which there are 4, and then we're going to get a Genius croissant, which there are 2. Now, I can already tell you that this is nothing like a croissant. So this smells nice, it's light, it's airy, and rock solid. So, I'm just only going to have a small amount, really soft and buttery. Now, a gluten-free croissant doesn't have anywhere near the same sort of lightness. Honestly, disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. It is flaky, I'll give you that. Look, it flakes. But it's thick and it's heavy. I'm going to try warming them up. The difference in price, so they're double the price and less than half the flavour. Of course, if you can't eat wheat, you have very few choices. And that is how they can justify such an extortionate price. They know you can't do anything about it. It's a niche market, so you're trapped. So, I can tell you straight away that this is the regular one. It's light and it's crunchy. This one has lots of holes in it. It's lighter. To be honest, this isn't bad. Not as crispy, I can live with that. So, let's go with a muffin. Warburton's muffins, 65 pence. And a Genius muffin is £2.25. They look nothing alike. Now muffins, English muffins, I love, I adore. As you can see, they don't even have the same colour. So, I've warmed these up. And the croissant becomes flaky. And this becomes powdery. That croissant is disgusting. We're going to put one of these under the grill. Explain to me why the difference is about £1.60 from making this to making this. It's rice flour, water, tapioca starch, potato starch, oil, fruit juice, sugar, corn flour. There's nothing specifically rare. There's no gold in it. There's no adamantium. This has soya flour in it, and oil, corn flour and rice flour, so there's basically the same ingredients in them, except the wheat. Failing to see where, other than marketing, where all this extra money is required. Like I say, have a look on them. The number one ingredient in here is rice flour. The number one ingredient in here is wheat flour, but then it also has rice flour in it. So, you know, it's not like rice is the most expensive thing in the world. I can buy a whole packet of it for about 40 pence. So this is the gluten-free one. We'll pop some butter on here. We'll go with this one first. It's sticking in my teeth, and the flavour is just not very pleasant at all. And this is like your malted, very light, very fluffy, lovely flavour. Regular crumpet to Genius crumpet, 40 pence to £2. I mean, this is already in the packet crumbling. That's how bad that product is. I've had these before. I mean, if you look, they've got the holes on the top, and they've tried to get the holes into this, but it hasn't worked on most of it. I know that the butter doesn't soak into it. So, we've got our Udis gluten-free bagels versus our New York Bakery Co. bagels. Now, I am a fan of a tasty bagel, so they look similar. They are both bread type thing with a hole, but this one is sticky and moist, and this one is dry. That's the first thing I've noticed. Smell, they smell totally different. So we're going to cut into it. Texture is different, but we can't really complain about the texture. If you can't get the texture, then you just can't get it. But flavour should be much better. It's gotten very dark outside, so I'm going to turn the light on. I'm hoping that these are going to be delicious. Okay, so these are done. We'll get these ones in now. Now, I can already feel my stomach starting to expand here. It's already starting to cause me trouble. So, let's go with this one first and give this a chance to melt in. Now, the crumpet has a distinctive flavour and texture, and the butter's now melting into there. And that's delicious. Now, if you have a look at this, the butter doesn't melt into it. All it will do is it'll just drip off, so it will not go into the bread. And this, the taste is, it's very eggy. The holes are there, but the holes didn't work. The theory holds up, but the execution is just dreadful. If you put two products together and try them side by side, they are just worlds apart. They are my least favourite gluten-free item of all time. The pancakes, I think they're decent. The muffins, they're okay. The croissants, they're unpleasant, but the crumpets are disgusting. Ow! Our bagels are out. Texture-wise, this product seems to be very, very good. It's got such a delicious and unique flavour. Now, so let's have a look at this. So it just snapped off, which I'm not bothered about. It's very sweet. It's like a cake. It's the best way I can describe it. Whereas this, it has a taste almost like the muffin. Whereas this has no flavour at all and a very unpleasant texture. So why does it cost more? It should cost less. It should be cheaper than the original product because it's not as good. But they know that we have no option, so they're keeping the prices high. In my opinion, they should be forced to make them equivalent. Now, if anyone disagrees with me, please write in. Please leave a comment. Please tell me which products I should try. My plan is to go through and do bread next time. Another one with pizza bases and buns and things. And then go on to things like cereals. Now, I really genuinely like the gluten-free cereals. They're really delicious. When you've got a cereal for £1 or you've got cereal for nearly £4, it's not fair. And another bugbear of mine is how there are now brands of ketchup labeling themselves as gluten-free, which of course, they're all gluten-free. They're marketed at £3-4 a bottle, as Heinz is £1 a bottle. Now Heinz is disgusting, not my kind of ketchup. It at least is £1, and you know where you're getting. Why charge £4 for something that's gluten-free when it doesn't taste any better? Just because they can put gluten-free on the label. So out of all the products that we've tested today, these are the two I would eat. In my opinion, Genius and Udis, you need to work on your products. You need to get far better than where you're at the minute. I mean, this is almost like a pastry. And I've just read on here that it says ready to bake. So that's why they're probably quite stodgy at the beginning. But that doesn't excuse the fact that they become powdery and disgusting once they're heated. So, in my opinion, they're all ready for the bin. So, I've been Nick the Chef. If you've enjoyed this video, it's been informative for you, please let me know. Please comment on the video, subscribe to the channel for me, and I'll continue to do it.